Hello everyone. Today I'm bringing you a review of the Edifier W800BT headphones. Now this is a budget set of headphones. I'm not going to quote you a price because it does jump around quite a bit, especially on Amazon. But I think I paid 40 bucks for them. Like I said, don't quote me on that. The price may change. Now, they are, like I said, a budget set of headphones. So that to bring the price down, of course, it's going to be all plastic construction. It is a good plastic. It's not that cheap brittle stuff you find like if you were to go and buy some of those kitty ones in a Target or something and they break real easy. This one, they're fairly durable. I mean, I can twist them pretty good. I don't hear no creaks, no cracks. And they fall right back to true, meaning that they line up again. And if you look on the side here, you can see the design and how it's crooked a little bit off to the side. And that's so when you set them on your head like that, they fit your ears really, really nice. At least for mine, they do. They went on real fast. I didn't have to wiggle them or maneuver it a little bit or try to wiggle the ear cups to get my ears in it. They just went on just like that. They do use 40mm drivers on the inside, which is really nice. And also on the inside, there's a little marking for the left and right side. There's very, very minimal buttons on here. Get one right here, which is your main button. That's your multi-purpose button. And then right here, you get like a rocker switch type for your volume and to skip your tracks. Now when you press this button, you got to press and hold it in for a little bit. And, well, it didn't go on. You press and hold it for a few good seconds, and then there you go. When you see the blue and red flashing lights like that, let me kind of get that in there a little bit better. Let's see if the camera will focus. But when you see that blue and red flashing light, that means it's ready to pair. It's just a blinking blue light when it's powered on. And then when you power it off, you press and hold the button again, and then you'll see a red flashing light, and then it goes off. And that's pretty much it. Now, the one thing I did notice about these is that the operation to turn the volume up and down differs from a few different devices. I've tried this on 3 different devices. My Lumia 620, my Nexus 7, and my iPod Touch 5. Now, with my Nexus 7 and my iPod Touch, the volume switch on the headphones also controlled the volume of those 2 devices. What do I mean by that? There's no independent control. So once you say turn the volume up all the way on the headphones, it's going to turn the volume up all the way on those 2 devices. Now on my Lumia 620, I had independent control. What that means is my Lumia can go up to 30 for volume. So say if I had my volume on my Lumia set at 20, but I wanted it louder, when I turn the volume up on the headphones, it does not turn the volume up on the Lumia, it turns the volume up on the headphones. Okay? So depending upon your device, you may or may not get independent control. The other thing I want to state with independent control is with my Lumia, I counted from all the way up on the headphones to all the way down on the headphones 14 clicks, meaning 14 different presses of the volume button, from going from absolutely no sound all the way up to the highest level on these. And you can tell when you hit the highest level because you hear a little beep. So if you do have the independent control, halfway would be about 7 clicks from no sound to midway up, okay? Now, Edifier claims you can get up to 35 hours of playback time on this. Now, of course, getting those high numbers of playback time means how loud you actually have the headphones turned up. Obviously, the louder you're turning up the headphones, the more power it's using. More power it's using drains the battery faster. On my Lumia 620, I actually got about 28.5 hours of playback time with these on a full charge, by the way. And on the other two devices, my iPod and my Nexus 7, I got probably about 27 hours of playback time. Now, I don't know if that means because the Bluetooth versions are a little bit different from the headphones to the iPod and the Nexus 7, because like especially the Nexus 7 has an older version of Bluetooth, so maybe the Bluetooth signal is trying to pull it in, and you know, since it's not the same version, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. But regardless, I still got a really good amount of playtime out of these, and so I'm not complaining about that at all. The other thing Edifier does with these is they do give you a 1-year parts and labor warranty on these. So that is fantastic as well. Now here comes the part you're waiting for, sound quality. For what I paid for these, for a budget end set of headphones, well, the sound was very, very clean and clear. First of all, when I cranked these up all the way and my devices up all the way, I did not hear any distortion at all. Sure, it got loud. With some songs, my ears rang a little bit, but it does get pretty loud. And so there was no distortion. And at the same time of it being turned up all the way, it did not sacrifice any of the sound quality. What I mean by that is the bass was still there, the mid-range was still punching through the mix, and the high ends was a nice, perfect tune. It wasn't tinny, wasn't screechy or anything. The bass in these, it's not overly bass heavy, but you can still hear it thumping really well in these. So if you're looking for a set of headphones that has a lot of bass tuned into it, these won't be for you. But if you are not looking for that, but you still want to hear a good thumping bass line, these are the ones to get. Now, they're so lightweight because of the plastic, I literally did forget I was kind of wearing them. After about 2-3 hours, I had to, make sure I was still having them on my head because I had no fatigue at all. It didn't, when I have them on, there's just enough pressure to keep them on my head. So it wasn't squeezing my head, so I didn't get any headaches off of it. There's no noise canceling in these either. But because of the padding that they use and the size of the drivers and the way it kind of sticks to your head, the pressure it creates, it cuts out quite a bit of the surrounding noise. So technically, I guess you can call that a passive noise canceling, but that's only due to the type of foam that they use in the ear cups. But even at half volume, the only time I heard any outside noise is when I heard a cop car or an ambulance go by. I really didn't hear anything else unless someone was talking to me really, really loudly. Well, louder than normal someone would talk because they see you wearing a set of headphones, so they tend to raise their voice a little bit. That's the only way I heard it. So they're very good headphones indeed for cutting out a lot of the ambient noise that's surrounding you. So would I recommend these? Yeah, I would. For a good budget set of headphones, you can't really go wrong with it. Like I said, some of the things that I like is minimal buttons. There's not a whole lot on here. I do like how, I'm kind of weird. I do like having independent control on my volume. But like if I'm at work, I would rather have my iPod Touch where this controls the volume on both devices. So I don't have to go and say, well, these are turned up all the way and it's still quiet and I got to go find my device and turn it up. So I kind of like how it floats like that. I really, really like that. So if you're looking for a really good set of headphones and you definitely want to pay more than 20 bucks, but you don't want to go over, say, 50, the Edifier W800BT headphones are the ones you should be getting. And until the next video, you have a fantastic day.